Safe is already gonna dome one. Trade's coming back, but he's just hitting the shots even through the smoke. Chronicle and Alpha gonna have to fall back off this one, try and reposition, take themselves to the other side of the map. A few tagged up players though, Des, so there's a chance.
There's a chance, but that's really all it is at the moment. Chance is still going to be able to get the spike down here and then win out in a 2 versus 4. And really this is where you look towards the composure, the discipline out of Team Liquid to play for trades, even in that numbers down situation in terms of HP. Still have more guns and therefore more ability to win.
They've still got Paranoia onto Redguard. That's going to be one of the pieces of utility that could completely change this. He's playing back towards the spawn, so I might think he may even try and clear out this backside. I think they even know that Chronicle's there now with the utility that he's already used, and the wraparound coming in for a teammate leaves him isolated. We saw a 1v3 before from Alpha. He now needs to add another to the tally, but Safe is going to shut him down before he gets
damage. He needs to pray that someone's going to come peeking over here, holding a garage himself, and naturally was looking for the right idea. But the crouch down from Alpha here kept him tucked away just ever so slightly.
Flash through. He's going to get absolutely nothing. The one weapon that they had, the rest is just pistols. Now this becomes an almost impossibility. Aftershock will force one out. Chronicle still manages to get a kill. Again, at least making this one a little bit more costly. However, they're slowly being picked apart. Good work from Liquid, and a second round comes quite easily.
He's the one pushing so tight and close here. Chronicle, I think, has at least a whiff of what's going on towards A. Backing his way slowly back past spawn. Looks like actually a push through garage is on the agenda.
Oh boy, it's an optimistic fight from Redguard. A pistol up close, and now Nats is just trying his best to survive. Had a little bit of support. The thing is, he's walking straight back into most of the flash. However, it's sublime. The utility usage is forcing Fnatic back, and with the spike still on long, maybe there was a chance, but they have just been wiped out over the last few seconds.
Safe at this point, I think, going to stick it, just trying to hold the rifle. Thinks about pushing back in, maybe here. But with the 4 versus 1 on the board and all the rifles on side, I think we all know exactly which way this is going.
I feel like just holding on to this has so much more value. He'll be able to buy anyway, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. And I guess the thing is, if he gets 1 kill and goes down, then he can Blade Storm for the next round. So I think that might be the only sort of thought in his brain is, okay, do I want to just try and trade this to almost get myself that ultimate, have the chance to rule the round? Still though, I like how disruptive Liquid are being. Like, there was a lot of utility put in there to try and really battle for Garage. Happy to get up in the faces of Fnatic, not allow them to have that sort of same execute presence we saw in the prior map. And there was a genuine chance where if Chronicle doesn't get that double kill, maybe this round slips at least a little bit closer. For now though, Fnatic, they make it look relatively easy. They have 4 players alive, keep their economy strong, and Safe, well, behold. This is just to try and give Safe some space. Pressure onto Durka, a free kill.
Pigeon shooting!
And now he's going to pressure off of it. I thought maybe Safe would just opt to try and fall back after they get the opener, but 1 wasn't enough for Liquid.
Really pushing out aggressively, and I love it as well, that response after the bonus. Just coming out and looking to meet Fnatic in the field itself, and walking away with a couple of kills is an absolute smash and grab, because Safe's got away with 85 HP still on the board.
Yeah, this is where we now look to Fnatic. How are they going to react to this? The worst thing is as well, the player that got caught was Chronicle. So Rolling Thunder is gone. That ultimate that could have potentially brought this back, no longer an issue. And maybe that was the reason we saw Liquid get so aggressive, is almost just try and counter. Don't allow them to get to the point where they can use that ult. I like this from Fnatic though. Not shooting the dart, not giving away their positions. They're just going to sit pretty. The thing is, with presence into mid being searched for Safe, they can gamble a couple of players on this side of the map.
30 seconds left.
No, they know, and I think we all expect at this point to see a player in heaven. They've got the right idea. How's it going to work out? Dropping down the smoke up high. That was the case. The heaven player straight away. The bolt came on through as well, but Leo gets it through the wall. Beautiful little bit of play. Making use of the smoke to disguise it away and netting them a kill. Yampi going to retake up that ground. 3 players still left for Fnatic.
This is the thing. Still a favourable after plan. I think Boaster may be realising that, okay, I've got to try and find something here. Maybe getting that a little bit more aggressive. Util, not the greatest, but they do have a drone to sort of keep them a little bit further back. Info going to be had onto Safe. I don't know if they can necessarily act off it though.
Well, it looks a bit Liquid wants to go aggressive here. They're pushing it super aggressively. They look close, but Redguard turns away at the wrong second. Boaster gets 1. It's still a couple of kills going either way. Leo's still standing, swings out and Safe finds him. There's not enough time here to get this one off as well. They'll just about walk away with it.
That's how you know the utility is still here. Still trying to hold them back that little bit longer, but Fnatic don't feel the need to rush into things. They've already got the openers.
It's really interesting seeing Liquid being the ones going more aggressive, and we saw how aggressively Fnatic played on Lotus. Here it's been a little bit calmer. Sure, the first 40 seconds of a round on Lotus were one of the more slower parts of the game. Kind of a similar story here, but it's a full rotate away, just this slow and steady almost close to being left to lurk here inside of sewers. Be a freebie onto Soulcast if he gets too aggressive.
That's the thing, they need to do something. They can't just sit back in a 3 versus 5. It seems like they might have an idea that he's here. Flash dodge, he looks the wrong way. Little bit unlucky. And while the cross is somewhat being held, Nats is gonna go back and try and destroy this man, eventually drops him. But the rest of the B site is completely fallen. Fnatic in a hugely advantageous spot, and unless Redgar can pull off some more TikTok plays, I don't think there's much to be had in this position.
As he knows, what they can do is just spam here freely onto the spike itself, and now Liquid really any chance. Just managed to get rid of the Nana's form, which is one thing for it. It's at least for now covered by as I said, there was the free fire smoke coming on through, and it's Durka as well to bring him down, leaving just one left standing. It's Nats all by himself by the looks of it. Wants to just save out in this round again. Just chased him down.
Did you see the cam reaction?
Straight into the free fire, and he knows what he's done.
Get me a replay of that. Get me a replay of Safe.
Jacob, I know you're listening out there. Someone will take that replay anytime, buddy. March on through here behind the Aldrone as well. Really trying to fight hard for this controller. So even the previous round when they left him behind, they didn't want to leave it as an easy rotation away, but he sees 4 players pushing in, and that's all the information Liquid will need to know exactly what's going on.
I like the re-aggression. Again, you can't just sit and allow Fnatic to execute onto you. So they're trying to claim some of that ground instead. They're going to be hit by that Rolling Thunder, or at least one of them is. The players at the back of the site are not connected onto, but it doesn't matter. Still surviving within all of the utility is Yumpy, but he is surrounded.
Back onto another. Still site control and number control for the side of Fnatic in the 4 versus 2. Scary couple of initial rounds. Really feels like it's now been turned on its head, and they are warming back into things here. You've got the potential plan coming out of Redgar, but so well posted. You've got Fnatic just holding off towards the right hand side. Maybe a little push down here towards Emea. Nice and close to Leo.
Taking their time. You can kind of expect some of these positions to be had. Redgar has got aggressive with its Sheriff. Now, I would be gobsmacked if this isn't cleared, but a nice shot. Can he get out of there? No. Okay, instant response.
Spraying into the distance as well, hoping to find someone.
He dinks Durka there.
Yeah, but not quite managed to finish anyone off, of course. Still noticeable enough damage that Durka's down to 38. There's a good read here from Liquid where they've got everyone stacked up on site. In comes the Gus right to the backside of Plat, and it's Safe rotating himself around. They really need to find this man, because he could be the absolute heartbreaker.
The thing is, they're going to start rotating back. It's late in the day. 35 seconds left on the clock. They've held on to mid control just through Althea alone, but the thing is, this gamble rotation hasn't just come in from one side, but the other as well. Liquid have split up and started to look for clues. And there's going to be that late B hit. Maybe a chance here. Safe's not far away, but there's no one actually watching.
Getting to get this plant down as well. Control largely established. Safe now knows as well, with all the utils starting to be dropped here in the spike going down too. He's got to go in big, but really could do a win for the team here. In fact, goes in, finds one blind, looks in towards the second. He's found 2. Can't quite connect onto the third. As Nat's going to stick it away, sorry. Still one left standing in Alpha here. We've seen it cut through a couple of times, but it's not going to be able to do it. Massive round coming out from Liquid. As you say, playing off the back of Safe, getting back some rifles. That is going to be huge for their economy.
Yeah, I think you have to... They might have predicted this though. A faster pace take, lockdown available for them, which is going to force some of the players into the corners. It seems like instead though, an instant response. A Rolling Thunder for through, peeking forward almost. Alpha manages to try and tap 2, but they do get rid of the lockdown. Instead, Cosmic Divide put through as well, and Nats is caught as he tries to run through it.
He's given some control here as well. Boast is on site. I don't think he's 100% aware that Redgar's in behind. No. Guess they'll take it down and almost manages to escape. Literally a matter of millimeters. Whiffs on the op shot as well. That's not the kind of one to be missing, my friend.
Oh, this is such a weird round. Neither player seems to have any idea of where the other is. And now Durka with the realization, but Yumpy playing a slightly elevated angle. He doesn't quite finish off the remainder, but the wallback's there for himself. This is a change of pace though.
Yeah, Durka chance to march on before with the ultimate in a second, I'd expect. Oh, out on top, picking that pocket is so required, finds one into Rengar as well. They keep on going, he's got the right idea as well as they are tucked in towards the back here. So Leo brings the ult out, not yet finding anyone on the tuck through, but it's what else they can pick up. It's two for Chronicle, as Boaster falls down to Nats off to the other side, but now they're holding up on these tight angles and denying any re-entry into the side from Liquid.
Unless there's a mistake here, it's going to be difficult. Darker up close with that judge. Oh, Shock Dart almost manages to get rid of him. Yumpy trying to clear, but not the gun he was probably expecting to face off against, and now Safe no choice. Just hold on to that operator. You don't want to throw economy into the wind. I like that though, just a change of pace from Fnatic. Okay, we've played slow. We've walked around the map waiting for you to make mistakes, waiting to find openers against you. Let's just blitz into that seaside, use the raw individual skill of Durka.
I think they want the op. I think that they are going to find it as well.
9 and 6 on a breach right at the top of the board. And again, we're going to see this battle for A-side control. Now, you mentioned this was a spot that normally Safe is fighting for, but not this time.
No, it's their person towards mid.
Oh, no, again! He's just shooting players through smoke! He's done that twice now!
Can we get a compilation of reactions maybe towards the end? I'd love to see how much that's rattling the mental of Liquid. I mean, probably not all that much, realistically. They're at 5 and 4, again, on Fnatic's map. They won't be feeling too beat up about it. Now, we've got them moving on forward here, going deep in towards 4, and 2 have taken control of window. So Fnatic kind of have to hard commit towards this A push at this point. Otherwise, you're backing yourself into a couple of players, maybe even 3, as the breach is stacking up as well. I love this from Liquid. So aggressive on the retake.
Caution here.
It's almost the retake. They've not even got into a spot of planting the spike yet, and they're fighting versus the full force. The flash is sublime. Unfortunately, there's just too many opponents on the other side. An attempt being made, Shock Darts landing on Safe. He's got to do so much here. 2 players trapped in this corner. Burst goes his way. He actually somewhat gets out of there unscathed.
Change has gone over here as well, knowing instead that he's fighting at a little bit of closer range here. Still looking to stage it off, will find one, but Leo finds him, collecting that headshot through the wall. Now Boaster's going in for the plan, a dash away from Durka, nice touch as well. Nats cannot collecting him, and rise to the occasion itself that everyone wanted to see, and now it's being delivered, albeit on the second map.
Off your feet!
Rolling Thunder sent through. They've actually put it just to try and kill off Rengar. Maybe expecting more players on the other side, and now they have to fight versus that raid boss of Durka. Alpha even holding onto the operator here. I don't see any way back into this one. And while Safe, he's been good so far, but this might be a bit much.
Yeah, you might be asking a little too much of the guy. Turns out if he shoots
More happens. Slowing things down, Fnatic. Not really wanting to overface. Rotations coming up. You've got deep control out at the moment from Safe, so he's giving them the information. Okay, it's not A. They are not going in this direction. 3 players on the B side with a fast rotation available. Ults that aren't necessarily going to help them too much. Maybe the Blade Storm from Safe can, but they have definitely got a decent idea of where this is going.
It's the snowball that it can turn into that concerns me. Blade Storm on, find a single kill, straight into the ultimate Cypher as well. No! That really is what they wanted as well. That opening kill could have given so much information over the Cypher, but it was so deep
they're going
as well
back.
that there's no real ability to make this work. And sure enough, Fnatic pulling off again one of those 30-second rotates. It's kind of become a bit of a theme of theirs so far in this series.
You should head in towards this B side. That's the thing, they're going to use it as a ruse. The peek out from Rengar, he's walking straight into the trap. 17 seconds though. It's still a little bit dangerous with the time. Yumpy might actually have a chance to end this. Spikes on the deck. There's a real opportunity for Liquid. They might have just overcooked this one a little bit on the Fnatic side. They look like they had everything. And now Durka has 3 seconds to kill everyone else. Liquid steal around out of the hands of... They're very good at the sort of analytical side of the game. I'll give them that.
Sometimes your players need a calm coach. I think I was a big hype up guy.
Ooh, well, Durka don't need hyping up. He does not need hyping up.
The man's possessed. Always just turned up to 11. And already starting to fly. Rengar's put down dangerously low as well. As he sat here on 15 HP. Not the start that Liquid wanted to this half.
Yeah, I think Durka's not ready to give up his crown
as well.
just yet. Oh dear. Low HP for Rengar. A single bullet will do the trick, or a bullet to the face. That works too. Overkill to say the least. The spike's also up there, Safe. maybe trying to get some sort of response, but now Durka's support finally
Please
arrives
not
if he
first.
needs it.
Please not a third is my only ask. We don't need this to go from bad to worse from Liquid to break their spirits in round one. Instead moving their way away from sewers down long here as well, of course, forces them into a little bit of a bottleneck. That should be the read.
Such a good stun. Such a good stun. The supportive utility again from Fnatic, just setting up Boaster, leaving him in such a great spot, and they are being picked apart one by one. It's left all on to save. Sliggy wanted him to bail them out, but before I could even finish the sentence, he's already down.
And this is the thing, looking back at some of Fnatic's previous games where they found most of the success on this map is on the defensive side. Often walking away with 8 or 9 rounds. Mathematicians out there will know they only really need the 7 to get this one done and dusted. Basically guaranteed yourself 2 here, if not 3.
Yeah, and then the terrifying thing about this one, this was mostly just Durka styling. Like, aggressive A push, and you even see, like, when Nats tries to go for his lugs, Boaster is constantly checking for it. And before taking a duel, like, that's a 1v1, kind of a 50-50 there for Boaster, until the stun comes through. And then it's so far in his favor at that point.
There we go. Slow marching. No more unlucky deaths to smoke spray for that.
No unlucky deaths. Sorry, what was that?
Cast a curse.
Can we get a replay of Dez, please?
Cast a curse. Sometimes you just got to do it to them. 4 players survived the initial gauntlet.
It's better now, though. Like, they've only got classics. If you're going to get unlucky, why not have it now?
Yeah, now's the time for it, sure. Durka, oh my god, they're just padding out stats here for fun. Durka
of Boaster. Smokes down, controller gone. It's up close here. Timing can be everything. And they're going to want to try and go for something to almost even this round back up. Now, Alpha's spot might not actually be expected. When you have somebody pushing that deep within the C site, having a second player also that far forward and not instantly swinging from the trade might actually be something that's a bit of a surprise. Instead, though, Liquid just slow down. They're expecting, okay, this is more of a bonus round. Where's the aggression? Where's that second player going to come from? And while being very careful, Leo, he's not going to get caught. In fact, he's going to push!
Genius play as well, making use of the player deeper bat to get rid of the owl, not revealing Leo's position. And he goes aggressive, bringing down 2. Massive play coming out from Fnatic, and they flip this round on its head. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, at least there'll be a path now onto that B site. Redgar, we've seen this many a time, getting aggressive off the back of the Omen. All he can really do is try and slow them down a little bit. And Alpha's already on them. He's in from behind. That's a spike on the deck. They don't even realize that Redgar's on the other side, but he's got 15 seconds.
Follow them up the whole way. A little bit of a crossfire here coming through as well, off towards one side, towards A, the other. He got the right idea, but can he find the man? Yes, he can. Well, has to get hold of the spike.
He's done.
Fully concussed, and immediately a smoke coming over the top. This one's looking a little bit ropey. Finds one for himself, but Chronicle has already split out.
He's got utility that can play contact for him. The second the turret goes off, you'll see him spamming through the smoke, but Liquid for now are not going to play off this. Instead, they're going to start destroying his utility elsewhere on the map, try and bait rotations, pull players into this spot. They've done just that, spotting Chronicle. In the meantime, they now look to build back up to this A site, but yeah, as you mentioned, there's probably the one player you really don't want to face right now.
Just sat there ready and waiting, daring them to march on forward. Liquid not had the best time pushing down towards sewer or even up towards long. But I think at this point Durka realizes, okay, we know there's going to be a big push coming in here. No players. Leo needs to stop.
Decent stun. Safe's been given the rifle as well. This was originally on Redgar. Instead, they're going to try and give him a chance. Just a single kill.
Chronicle.
But the trade's almost immediate. And there's still multiple players here. The rest don't really have much to play with. A nice shot from Nats, but a distraction made, but not quite enough. They've gone right back in towards the C site. There is one man currently defending anywhere near this spot. That is Alpha,
of course. I was
Oh,
going to say double
what is that?
Look at the gonads on the man. Retakes control of Garage, finds a third. The support from the Hunter's Fury over the top is so required, but it absolutely is not. Alpha Year has decimated Liquid on their march forward.
They've got to give it to him. They've got to give it to him. An incredible round. 1 HP. Chronicle's going to thieve it. He's
I mean, they keep on wanting to get aggressive, and it's messing with Liquid because they know that they can't rely on smokes here if Fnatic are willing to come pushing on through.
Alpha goes down, but now Leo's gone pushing in. Chronicle alongside him as well. They're just blitzing back in, not even allowing an afterplant, and Nats, well, I'm pretty sure he was hoping, like, guys, okay, you get the plant, I'm gonna go through garage, I'll catch them while they try and defuse. Unfortunately for Nats, everyone else is dead. He's got neural theft though, that's a cool. You know when you get a kill and then you can be like,
Yeah,
look, they're over there.
You started the first few words there with get a kill, and I feel that might be the problem. He's being bullied out. Chronic Alfie is ultimate available with that on side. If we see a lot of aggression coming in, you drop that ult down suddenly. I mean, now will be a pretty good time as they all come
He got
rotating
hit
on over.
by his own teammate Sol. Probably not the start they were looking for, but as you said, it's a retake being played.
Now, where does it go? This is the question. Soulcast is in such a pivotal spot here. He could be the one to shut this down to make it work, but Dirk has already found onto two. Fnatic finding two of the main kills they really needed here to get this one moving. Leo is like, again, shooting clay pigeons. Shuts down two. None left standing, and Fnatic take a 2-0.